What is going on, guys? This is an update video. So I'm not sure exactly where I left off. I think the last thing I did was wire tuck that side, so that side is complete. I did go on a little family vacation to Florida, so things are a little bit backed up. I'm pretty much delayed a lot. Engine was supposed to be in before I left, but unfortunately I had the wrong pilot bearing. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the last video, but on the last clip. So I just ordered a new one. Here it is, and it's from NAZ.Garage. So basically, this is what works with the CD09 to the JZ. The engine's pretty much ready to go in. It might go in today, so I'm not too sure. I'll figure that out when I come home from work. Did get a few things that came in while I was gone. I got the pilot bearing in. I got these new hoses right here for my heater core, which will delete the hoses going over the valve cover. So now they just run nicely through the back. Holiday season is here, so I will be a little bit busy. I won't be able to work on the car as much, but I am trying to push out these videos. I am trying to push out as much updates as possible, and I'm trying to get everything ready before, I want to say maybe January. Everything should be done. By January, this thing should be turned on and ready to go, and then by February, I should be ready to tune it, or February, March, I guess. What is going on, guys? Welcome back. This is another update video, quick little update. So engine is finally in the car. I'm starting to get things finalized. The fuse box is back in and everything's very nicely installed. So I put this Vibrant vacuum box here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it there, but that's kind of how it would look. I'm not sure if I want to do a straight one down, but I might get in a way of this, or I'm just gonna, I don't know yet. I'm not too sure yet what I want to do, but that's kind of like the idea I'm going for. If not, I'll move it somewhere else if it gets too complicated. Really, the only thing holding me back right now for putting all this together, I'm still missing the drain plugs. I'm still missing the plugs for the side of the block and the plug on that side. They're supposed to come in tomorrow. I hope they do, because I ordered them before and they came in. Unfortunately, they were wrong ones. So I just reordered them and they're supposed to come in tomorrow. So hopefully they do, so I could just put those on. I'm thinking about making the power steering holes shorter, because I'm probably going to put my power steering reservoir back here. I don't remember what was back here besides my catch can. And I think that was only up to here. So I should have space right in front of it, right about here, to put the reservoir on. And so I would have to adjust all this. Another thing I forgot to mention is I'm also missing a plug for here. I got I got my Powerhouse Racing hose there. That's ready to go. I just have to reverse flush that heater core. That's really what's killing me right now. That and that 17 millimeter that I lost. I don't know how I lost it. I'm cleaning the garage right now, little by little. Trying to look for stuff. I'm also missing the bolts for up here for my things. For my coil packs. I don't know how that's missing. I could have sworn I put everything all together, and I don't know. Some things must have moved around while I was moving stuff around, and now I'm just looking for bolts, really, which fucking sucks. They have to be in the garage. That's what sucks. That's what sucks even more, is that I know they're in here because I haven't moved anything around, but they're just not in the spots that I put them in. So, anyways, we digress. Yeah. So once this is done, the car should be ready to put down. The car should be ready to be lowered onto the ground. The engine is completely on. So I honestly don't know why it's still up. I don't know what. Oh, the exhaust. I have to still bring up the exhaust and stuff like that. And I also have to run a few lines under the engine, oil lines that run up to the turbo on this side. So yeah, I still have to keep it up for a little bit, but it should be ready to go down. It should be ready to come down very, very soon. I just want to put the headlight on just for some motivation. I've been losing a lot of motivation with this car since I'm first losing things like the bolts that I had. All of them were there but one, so I had to have used one for something or just put it somewhere else. Or it might have been the last one that I took out and I just put it somewhere else. And two, just lack of time is really killing my motivation as well. And three, I'm kind of and three, waiting for parts. That's also killing my motivation. And just a few other things that are just really killing me. But yeah, this is the state that it's in right now. And it's almost ready to go back in. And I can't wait to just start cleaning the garage, because the garage is such a mess. And I find myself trying to clean up, but I'm just moving the mess to another corner, and then that mess to the other corner, and then I just want to get everything ready and complete. Another thing, guys, I forgot to mention, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I probably did because I've mentioned this a few hundred times, but I'm still missing that plug for that oil feed right there, and that's really stopping me from putting the compressor and the power steering on, just so I can start routing my hoses. So hopefully that comes in tomorrow. I'm crossing my fingers that it does, because once that comes in, I can start putting this whole side on and start running everything the way it's supposed to be and all that. I'm also missing the most important part, is my oil filter, so that I'll just get tomorrow. I know I haven't updated you guys in a while, but this is currently how the car sits. And so I didn't really update you guys for a while because I just lost a lot of motivation in putting this car together. So there was a few things that were missing, and it was the plug for the oil gallery, which is down there, and one of the plugs on this side. I don't know if you can see it. That one right there. That was a coolant plug. So those plugs were missing, and I ordered them, I think, towards the end of November, and they didn't come in till after New Year's. So I couldn't put anything together until those plugs were in, because they're difficult to put in with everything put back together. And I don't know if you could even see this one. Yeah, it's right in there. I just need to put the fuel rail on. Basically, just the fuel system is missing, because I don't know where the hell to put this. I was thinking about putting it here, and I think it would be the best place to put it. I'm not really too sure exactly where I want to put it, but before it was up here, and it was just a mess because all these, before it was up here, and it was just a mess because all these lines and everything run through here. So I put a new vacuum box, which the vacuum box before, I don't know if you guys remember, but the vacuum box was just hanging out here on the side. It was just all thrown. The wiring is cleaned up. Like, look how much cleaner this area is here. So if it wasn't for this would look even more cleaner. But for now, this will do. I'll probably end up even trying to find a smaller bracket or something to bolt this on to the side here. I don't know. Not really too sure what I want to do, but as of right now, like, look how clean this looks. Even under the intake manifold, like, the wiring is just all nicely put, running under the fuse box, in through the fender to the back. And this is just a ground that I still have to put on. I'll put that there. But everything is just like, look how clean everything is. Just mocking everything. This is still just mocking everything up here just to see exactly how it would fit. And that side is way clean. I mean, nothing is really on this side besides the alternator wire. But that's running from here. It's running down and around right under this. And then it's just bolted, well, not bolted in, but just clipped onto the frame rail. And right there. So not too bad. It looks really, really good, actually. It looks 100 times cleaner. On this side, I don't really know exactly where I could have put this to make it look better. I just wanted maybe right here. I guess I could have put it over here also, but I don't know. I don't really want to make too many holes into the engine bay. But that's right there is fine. It doesn't really bother me. I think it looks pretty good. Just have to run this harness, which is all just the injector wiring and the TPMS sensor. And also another thing that I was losing motivation, because some of the wiring, like when I would pull them apart, I wouldn't pull by the wire, but the wires would just come out. And this was a problem that I had recently, where the map sensor wire was loose inside of this connector. Well, not this one exactly, but it was loose inside of its connector, and it wasn't getting any signal through. So I was pretty much getting a thing where the car would start sometimes and the car wouldn't start sometimes. And then it was eventually so loose that the car wouldn't start at all for like a week, and I couldn't figure it out. And here we're having the same problem. So I'm gonna have to depin this, take this out, and then reinstall it somehow, but make sure it's secure. And yeah, so once I put the exhaust on, I'll be able to drop the car and then starts, cleaning up my garage, because I just have a bunch of junk in here that I have to throw out and, store, because, some of the parts I'm not reusing. I do have a lot of new parts, so I do have to store some parts also. I do have to do this wire all over again, because I don't know what the hell happened here, but I was like that when I got the car. So I got one of these new, so I have to rewire that. I have to extend this wire over here. This is for the AC, which is not that crazy. I do have to extend another wire, which is that red wire right there. I have to extend it to this side, to the fender. Also not that wild. What else I have to extend? This is so annoying because I have to extend it literally that much. Like, I could plug it in, but this would be so stretched out that I don't know, it doesn't make me feel safe. Even though it just kind of like just reads, the brake light would be on if this is not working properly. But yeah, it's literally this much. Like, yeah, it's literally this much that I have to extend it by. So I don't know if I'm gonna probably take the fender liner out, see if I could stretch this out just a little bit more and just get it to fit. But yeah, I'm not too sure what to do there, because it'll plug in, but this is just like tight, so I don't want it to be tight like that. So see you guys in the next clip.
No, eso fue cuando está llenando los inyectores.
No, pero ahora no está prendiendo.
Pero no.
In the last clip, you guys just saw my car start, and it's unfortunate, but as you can see there, not good. Not good. Definitely not good. And I'm kind of sick right now, so sorry if I sound a little different, but I'm just tired, and it's hard to work on the car every now and then, especially right now in the garage. It's hard to work on this car. And I have to drop the transmission because the car would go into gear. I could let go of the clutch and nothing would happen. The car wouldn't move. So I don't know what happened there. Everything looks okay. We dropped the transmission last night. As you can see there. But everything looks good, so I have no idea what to do. Unfortunately, as of right now, in order to put the transmission back on, once I clean up everything, and I'm gonna take the clutch out again and realign it and, I don't know, try something else. But unfortunately, in order to put that on, the engine has to come kind of back out, or kind of like forward and tilted back, because the transmission hits the tunnel, because I have a CD09. So it's not really meant for this car, so it hits the tunnel, so I can't back it up all the way to where it comes out. So I had to lift the engine up yesterday. Guys, such a mess, and I'm so excited because the car finally turned on. I mean, and if it drove, that would have been perfect. The car would have been ready to go. Looks like this is gonna be a long winter, because kind of just restarting all over again. Not really, because I'm happy that I don't have to take the engine apart, and I'm happy that, you know, I could take everything out without having to unbolt all these stuff, like all this stuff and everything. What sucks is I had to take the intake manifold out. It's a pain in the ass to put on, but to remove the rear transmission bolt. So we're back to not really square one, but took a few steps forward and probably 10 steps back. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm not really unsure where to go from this. My next video will be, I guess, updating you guys on how this is gonna work or how I'm gonna fix this, or what I did to fix it. I'm not really sure what to do right now, but as of right now, I was hoping to take the transmission out and see something that's clear of why it's not working properly. It was working properly before. I reused the same clutch, so I didn't really do anything crazy there, like put a new clutch in or anything. And literally, I could just put the car in gear while the car is on, and it just wouldn't go anywhere. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm sick, so I called out of work today. So I can't even work on the car because I'm sick, which sucks because it's fucking freezing in here. And, you know, I would like to work on it to get it done as soon as possible, but it looks like it's going to be delayed. And I just keep getting delayed after delayed after delay. But I guess that's part of the game, right? You know, if you're going to work on a car, that's always part of it. I'm feeling very unmotivated right now, so I'm just going to end the video. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next part. Please leave a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you guys for, you know, staying here through this journey. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And, yeah. Happy New Year. See you guys in the next part.